Hello, legogit from King's Table, here with another segment of badass minifigures. I got cousin Jake here with me.
I'm glad to join you on this little badass adventure. I haven't done one of these yet. So what badass about today?
So before I show you what's in the box,
What's in the box?
Okay, so
what we got?
Okay, so are you familiar? You have a daughter, so I wanted to ask your opinion about something.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you familiar with a letter this 7-year-old girl wrote to Lego, complaining about the Friends line of minifigures? Anyways, it's the cutest letter ever because she has her like terrible handwriting,
the kid handwriting,
written in crayon,
like the backwards R's.
Yeah, everything's misspelled.
Okay.
Okay, so she wrote a letter to Lego complaining about how the Friends series of like line of minifigures or
like from the TV show?
No, Friends, the Lego Friends.
Oh, okay.
The Lego Friends. There's like the.
Now I'm learning something.
They're Legos specifically for girls.
Okay.
All right.
So they suck.
Not entirely, but she complained about them because when they first came out, all they did was it was like a Barbie Lego mini things where it's like all they did was go to shop and they go shopping, have sleepovers and just pull parties
girly
and stuff like that.
Things that people
And so she
expected.
wrote a letter complaining about them, saying she getting mad because all the boys' Legos were more fun because all the boys are going on adventures and Legos just expect girls to shop.
Because they're badass minifigs.
Yeah. And so when I read that letter, I was like, oh, that gives me an idea. So I just wanted to go through and I just started making tons of female adventure characters.
Oh, this is
perfect. So everything in here is female.
So the woman's empowerment movement.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
And another thing I wanted to ask you about with like body shaming as far as like with females concerned, I was like, oh, like they changed the figures on the Friends ones where they're all like skinny and narrow, big heads, like just dumb looking, and even their legs don't bend, their arms don't turn, and just like they're like take out points of articulation and they're just not fun to play with, and so
you made a bunch of female badass minifigs.
Yes, and this was like kind of like using that little girl's inspiration because I was like, she's right. It's so hard to make, and it was so hard for me to build these figures because there's not very many female faces or torsos. For example, this is just a female face on an argon body. From Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna ask, are a lot of these like guy body specifics? I did see one where it's like the painted hips, or is that just me and my imagination?
No, that's the painted hips one. This one's in the bag. This is
But like these ones, like this is my favorite one that I've seen. The one with the cobra, like the face I think you picked out for this is perfect. But is this like a male torso that you put it on?
No, that is a female torso. That is a Jedi torso. The Jedi face at who she is. That's the figure. And then I put a tell on it. You can't see, but this figure has a tell on it. It's supposed to be like some weird like cat figure.
I like these, dude. That's pretty cool.
And here's like another like samurai.
So what one was your favorite one to build?
Out of these, probably something like this one, just because it's like, I mean, she has all the equipment attached to her. Okay. She has a bow and just, it looks like she's ready. She's equipped and capable of like going on an adventure and taking care of herself.
Now, there's a lot of...
She doesn't have to shop.
I will tell you one thing, Phil. You like archer women.
Well, it's not
archers. They do archery.
There's
a lot of bow and arrows in there, like a lot.
I just give this like something you just give it to just to give them equipment.
Like you're like it's like you're like I'm gonna build this tiger lady, and when this tiger lady's done, she gets a bow and arrow. All right. I'm gonna build this samurai lady, and when the samurai lady's done, oh, she needs a bow and arrow. And then the only one that doesn't is Flyface McGill's. Flyface McGill's. What's her name, really?
No, you see that from a later episode. We're doing.
Well, we see it now because it was in the box and I found it.
This comes in a later episode.
Okay, well that one doesn't have a bow and arrow, but oh man.
This one doesn't.
She has a bow and arrow.
But she's not using it though.
Oh my
it's just
gosh,
equipment.
it's
Come on, she's cutting berries to make witchcraft.
She's cutting berries, so she needs a bow and arrow to cut berries. That's your message to little girls. Hey, little girls,
equipment.
You're going to cut berries. You better have a bow and arrow because you never know.
No,
when
it's
you
like
need to shoot those blueberries down.
If you're going on an adventure, make sure to have bows and arrows.
Yeah, I can tell. Everybody has a bow and... Oh, we found one! I found one. Little seat head filly.
That's just...
What's her name?
Out of the set. That's
okay. If he had his way with it, he would have put a bow and arrow in her hand. Phil, I love the woman's empowerment.
I don't even want to show you these anymore.
Why? It's fun. It's just hilarious to me. I like it, but I think it's just funny because I'm digging through here.
Look,
and
this one doesn't have a bow. Watch. Look how this one's set up. I'll take this one out of the bag to show you. I cannot
wait to show him the bow and arrow in there. There is one. I see it in the bag. It's in the bag.
It's not.
There's a bow and arrow in the bag. That's the best part. No, Phil, it's really cool. It's just funny to me because, like, I noticed now that you love... if you can have a true love in life, I think it would be, a good woman and a future. But if you had a bow and arrow, you are complete. I know what to get you for Christmas. I'm going to just buy you a bag of freaking Lego bow and arrows.
I would use those.
I know you would use them. Look at how many you've used.
I know. No,
that's all you've used.
You switch them out so they don't have to hold the bows and arrows.
Yes, so when they're blueberry picking, it's on their back.
Oh, but
Phil,
look,
this is great.
It's a shield maiden.
It's a shield maiden.
She has a bow on her back, and she's like holding the shield and axe.
Well, I found one. This little fairy doesn't have one yet. Where do you have one to give me?
No, she has a wand though.
No, there we go. There. See, this is my favorite one now. This is my favorite figure because there's not a bow and arrow. Phil, I love the bow and arrows. I just found it funny that I could not find one figure in this whole box without a bow and arrow.
She doesn't have a bow and arrow.
Oh, not yet anyways. Like, I think you're not finished.
But she has a cool scar, man. She got battle damage.
Yeah, she's battle
damage.
That's
experience.
Here, this will fix it.
Dude.
This is my favorite. I like this little one. What's this one called?
She's a level 7 magic user. Yeah, she'll have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, she don't need no bow and arrow to pick berries. All right. Well, I like these better. That's a cool story.
This one doesn't have.
Now you're just defending her. But she has a quiver. She needs a. That's a figure that needs a bow and arrow. So okay, hold on. Take this off and give it to her because she deserves it, and she does. Oh, she has a quiver too. Quivers and arrows, or bows.
It's adventures in fantasy times. You need bows and arrows. Just have them. Why not?
Any adventure with Phil needs a bow and arrow. All right, tune in next week for bow and arrows with Phil.
It's badass bows and arrows.
Badass bows and arrows. No, the BA. You should just call it BA minifigs. Bow and arrow minifigs. All right, guys. Thank you, Phil. That was actually a really cool story. Good job on the woman empowerment movement and giving everybody a bow and arrow in this world. They all need one. Tune in, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next bow and arrow minifigs.